Almost every single person that bet first to score is just irritated right now. You had Barkley, you had Jones, you had Waller. Maybe you had, you took a long shot on Hyatt or something like that, and then you watch that happen in the end zone with the return for a touchdown, and the Dallas D gets it. Maybe you bet the Dallas D first to score, but I highly doubt it. But isn't that the way the whole day went pretty much today? Week one's always crazy. So, all right, Zach. Well, I'll take a minute. I'll give you about 2 minutes here. Zach's working on last minute trade. This is break number 1, just so you're clear, Zach. I don't know if you're in number 2. But I got to say this. If your team didn't do well today, if you're frustrated with your fantasy team, relax. Everyone's like, we know everything now, right? We knew everything before today. Barely any of it was true. And now we know everything. In the words of the great Dwight, false. We know nothing still. We still don't know anything. We don't know. We don't know anything. We know that J.K. Dobbins is out for the season. All right? We know that. We know that J.K. Dobbins is out for the season. We know that rookies are no longer someone you have to shy away from in fantasy. Right? Like, you can take a chance on them. There were some rookie, like Addison scoring today, J.K. Dobbins, man, it's just unfortunate, But Keenan Allen started his career out that way. If you remember, there were 2 seasons early in Keenan Allen's career where he missed like the full season. Everyone's like, he's injury prone. Then he went like 3 or 4 seasons without a problem. All right, no deal. We can get going. I do want to show you one video for those of you guys who don't know. First of all, big shout out to you guys participating. My wife enjoyed reading the concerts that you have been to. I'm not a huge concert goer, but this was the best concert I've ever been to. I like to be close, and generally concerts are too expensive. But we were kind of like catty corner of the stage, so we were close to the stage, but the tickets were like a fraction of the price if you wanted to sit close to the stage. And the way the stage was set up is they would walk out. But we also had a very close view of under the tunnel. So this is underneath the stage. And our seats happened to just line up with it. Like our row. Like you couldn't see it if you were 3 rows back. You couldn't see it if you were 2 rows in front. Like it lined up perfectly. And now this is Steven Tyler here. And I got to show you. You tell me what you see here. All right. Let me get this here. This is Steven Tyler right before they come out. This is right before they come out. They're ready to come out. There's a countdown on the clock. It's like 1 minute and 15 seconds. You guys tell me what you see here. Dude, it was wild, man. I mean, we know he's a rock star, right? The dude's 75 years old. He was wild. One of the best live show I've ever seen that close. I mean, like this dude got in the positions that if I could get into when I'm 75, it was wild, man. I'll tell you what, the set list was a little disappointing as far as the length of it. There were a few people on our way out that was like, dude, that's a little weak. Like you're going to spend all that money. And he played, I would say it was like, he went off stage. It was like the weakest version of an encore thing. Everyone was kind of ticked like, dude, you have at least 5 more songs, right? He came up, he did 2 more. He did Walk This Way and he did, what the heck, on the piano. But overall, I felt like the set list was a little short. My wife was happy. That's all that mattered to me. But yeah, it could have been a little longer in my opinion. The tickets certainly weren't cheap, but I will say this too. The way the stage was set up, I saw he was selling like VIP tickets. We'll rate them for these then. Let's see what box we get. But there were like super VIP and VIP tickets. It would have been worth it. He threw out his harmonica to one of the people, to a person there. He threw out his sunglasses. Dude, the funniest thing my wife could not stop getting a kick out of was she's like, he's dressed in all this like hippie gear and he had like orthopedic New Balances on. I don't know what they were. She kept saying New Balances, but they were like 100% orthopedic shoes. But the dude partied hard. I mean, I'm going to post some other pictures to my main page. I won't hold you guys up now, but here we go. 1, 2 to the left, 3, 4 to the middle, 5, 6 to the right. It's 2 to the left. We're going to take those 4 right there for this mix. I have not seen this product yet, except for the pictures and the video and stuff of it. I'm excited. Obviously, it's a player break. I'm hoping it's collated a little bit better for guys like Matt McGinn. I know Matt McGinn was a little frustrated with how many repeat names there were. But when you have 24 hours in a break and only 100 names, but about 99 spots on the checklist. I know. How awesome would that be? That'd be like the dude that rolls Snoop Dogg's blunts and Lil Wayne's blunts. Like, they have professional blunt rollers. They don't waste time doing it themselves, right? And so, that's the same with Steven Tyler. Here, clean my nose. You got it. I'm just kind of shocked that. So these are like interesting. So I wonder if the packs match the kind of cards they are. I mean, look at even the packs are cool, guys. I got to tell you, Ty does a great job with this stuff. This is awesome. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. I do have the game on. I have the sound off. I think it's more of a trust thing, Zach. You got to like that person that you let look up your nose. First one up, Israel Abanaconda. He would be a Jets, but he is, the number's here. 7 out of 8 on that. Let me get the list up here. Make sure we're on mix one. Israel Abanaconda. I think he's Jets, but it doesn't matter. It's a player break, and we won't see any of his team till tomorrow. That goes out to David Matt. Guys, big takeaways today, obviously. Everyone, turn off your sensitivity levels. Nobody get too butthurt here. I'm just saying what I saw. Don't take it personal, but big surprises for the day. Obviously, the elephant in the room, the Bengals, Joe Burrow throwing for under 100 yards, but we've seen this. We've seen a guy get a big contract and then get the shakes for a little bit. If you think that's how he's going to perform all year, great. I will bet you. Hit me up with a wager. Let me see where you're at, and I would happily entertain a wager of where you're at. So, Tyreek Stevenson. This is going to be 5 out of 5. Tyreek Stevenson. That's one of the combo spots going out to Slam. Oh, Chris, I'll tell you what. It's probably for I'm sure drinks were cheaper then. $18 for a beer. Albeit it was a 25-ouncer, but $18 for a beer. $35 for a margarita at the UBS Arena. And after the concert, we had to sit in the parking lot for over 2 hours just to get out. UBS Arena, if you've ever been there, it's where the Islanders play. I would not recommend going there until they get the new garage set up and everything. Kendre Miller. Is he the Saints running back that was a healthy scratch, or not a healthy, inactive day? Kendre Miller, that's going to be going out to Dougie Berger. Well, we really didn't. James, there were some good deals. We got a 4-pound pretzel. It was in a pizza box. We got it for $8. So my wife and I each got a beer. So we sat and shared. We couldn't anyhow. We had to drive. We couldn't Uber in because the Uber was going to be like $80. So we just shared like an 8-pound pretzel, and we each got one beer. We kind of hung out. I think between the Black Crows, her and I shared another beer. Yeah, but we couldn't pregame really because I couldn't get really that drunk anyhow. I was, like I said, I had to drive. And it was in the city. I'm not good in the city driving, man, when I'm like that. Darnell Washington, that's going to be 5 out of 7. Let's talk about the Steelers real quick. I mean, listen, I don't think anybody's surprised the Niners won. I think we knew it was going to be a game either way, but I think people got to be surprised at the level they won at. Kenny Pickett with a pretty strong preseason, but one thing we know is that we can't rely on preseason for results. 100%. I tried, Chris. I'll be honest, man. That's all it took because I hadn't eaten all day. There's that pretzel. I got a little lit up off of like a 25 ouncer and another one. It was bad. It was good I didn't drink. I don't know, man. Beer gets me. I can do liquor. Beer gets me silly, man. Muhammad Ibrahim. There we go. 101. I love the design on this. Muhammad Ibrahim. I think he's a Lions player. It goes to Jason Mello. 101 on that. Sharp looking card. I love the designs on these. Yeah, listen, I'm already getting ahead of it, guys. There's a very good chance. I don't want to say a good chance. It's not within the realm of impossibility that the Bills lose by 20 points tomorrow. And anybody can come at me. You can come at me. I'm going to tell you it's week 1. Listen, I don't know where we're at. We're missing key elements. A lot of other teams are. Joe Burrow's not healthy yet. But like I said, everyone's Tanner McKee, 16 out of 25. Everyone's got to turn the sensitivity shit off, right? If you're in here, if you pick on someone, expect to get picked on back. And don't take anything personal. Tanner McKee got cut, or Ibrahim got cut from the Lions, he did. All right, that was box 1. We did get a 101. Like the design. What do you guys think of these designs? The camera does not do them justice because of the chrome look. This one's really cool, the stained glass look. The waves, all right. That's out of 3. The waves are okay. But these, man, like this one is very, very trippy, very cool. Yeah, I saw your one. That's funny. I mean, listen, you got it. There's a level of expectation of if your quarterback just got paid $200 million of like guaranteed money, pretty much, that you're going to get razzed when he throws for 86 yards. You didn't sign the contract. You're not the GM. But I think, to me, even more so surprising than that were 2 other games. I think that the Rams just laying the smackdown on the Seahawks. I didn't watch any of the game. I just saw the score. I was like, are you kidding me? I think that, to me, was like, it wasn't a smackdown, but it was far enough apart that I'm kind of like, what the hell? Like, it does look like these are done in pack styles. So it's kind of cool. So this is going to be like your... I like that he does that. Oh, no, maybe not. 5 out of 10, Pete Skoronski. That is going to be going out to Slam as well. Yeah, Tutu Atwell. He's been around for a while. And I think the other surprising one was the nature of the Bears and the Packers game. Because it was like, I didn't watch much of it. I kind of followed a little bit. Like I said, I didn't get to watch any of the first half of the 4 o'clock games. But I was surprised that it seems like they unleashed Fields a little bit more later in the game. There we go. Mr. Touchdown Man himself, 11 out of 15. Jordan Addison. There you go, Don. That'll pick up your spirits after today's Bengals game a little bit, I hope. But listen, that's what we wanted to see. That Browns defense is something I think a lot of people were on this year. And they came to play. That was, I think, a major concern for some people playing it. Like, you know, that was a major concern for people wanting to play Steelers players in fantasy this week. Is that going to be a 101? No, it's a 2-2, but very nice. Marvin Mims, did he do anything this week? Did Marvin? I didn't get to see all the stats on that game. That was the Raiders. That was a surprise. You know what? That game almost went exactly score-wise of how I thought it was. It was a 35-point total, right? And the Raiders won by 1 point. That game obviously could have gone either way. Who knows about either of those teams? Just I think it's just outstanding that it just seems like Russell Wilson cannot win, right? They lost, right, by 1? The Raiders won? Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, Raiders beat 17-16. The total was higher than that. It was a 33-point total. Let me see. Did Mims do anything? Marvin Mims, 2 for 9. Targeted only twice. Caught both of them. So, again, early in the season, who knows? Maybe they get to use him. That goes out to Rich. Or are you talking to me, Chris, or Zach? Another Darnell Washington. That's a 3 out of 6. Darnell Washington. That's going to be going out to Jim Larson. Man, that whole Coach Prime thing might be getting a little blown out of proportion. I don't know. But yeah, the coaching's definitely a thing. That's my main concern, is more even than our coach, is our offensive coordinator tomorrow. I'm not going to lie. I'm scared for the game tomorrow. This is the Deontay Johnson and not the one that got hurt today. Has anyone had updates on the Deontay Johnson, the receiver for the Steelers? This Deontay Johnson goes out to Jeremy Wilson and is numbered out of 15. Has anyone gotten updates on that at all? I have him in a lot of leagues. You know who I am? I'll tell you who I was wrong on so far. I do not have. I have if any, maybe 1 or 2 full shares in Tyreek Hill, and that's in best ball only. I was wrong on that. I'm happy with my shares in Eckler. I got a good bit. What you had to pay for him, I'm fine with. But the one I'm surprised about, and I hope it continues, is the Patriots receiver. In that game, I mean, what a wild finish to that game. What horrible play calling by the Eagles in that game. But maybe it's not the receiver for the... Maybe I'm thinking the Raiders. Yeah, Jacoby Myers for the Raiders. He used to play for the Patriots. Jacoby Myers, I have a fair amount of shares. Now, he was on the bench in every league. But 9 for 81 and 2 touchdowns. We all knew he was going to play better than Devontae Adams, right? We all knew he was going to have one or more target than Devontae Adams. Another 1 of 1. This one, Jacob Slade. I don't know where he would go. I got to do the NFL list for this, but this does go out to Lonnie tonight in the player break. 1 of 1. Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, you're right. Kendrick Bourne looked good tonight. I'll tell you who didn't, though. The coaching staff for the Eagles. That coaching staff for the Eagles almost cost them the game. I mean, it still hurts, has to hold on to the ball. That's the game I was watching. I headed over to my brother's real quick just to see that end of that game. And I was just shocked at the play calling, you know. But listen, man, here's the crazy thing. You know, some of these top teams, the Jags barely snuck one out today. I mean, that was closer than it probably should have been. Another team that really snuck a win out that almost didn't was the Washington Commanders. They barely got out on that one. But all that to say, the Bengals took an L this week. The Chiefs took an L this week. The Vikings took an L this week. Probably one of the biggest surprise of the week. Who else are we talking about? What's the other upsets? Drew Sanders, 6 out of 10. I mean, some big teams that possibly, you know, there was talks of, hey, can they go undefeated? Are they going to be, you know, already have their first loss? And yeah, I'm like, it's a toss up on Sam Howell. I'm with you. Another defensive TD. Did Barkley fumble that? That rain is not helping. We'll do all paper footballs tomorrow, but right now, Alex, I can tell you, yes, you did have the Browns. But wait till I announce it to use any credits. We'll announce it. I can do those. Does anyone have the Jets or Bills? Someone has the Bills. I'll still announce them tomorrow, and then I'll just let me do it. I'm going to make it a habit to do it on Tuesday. So we'll announce it on Tuesday. So 6 out of 8, Josh Wiley. But yes, you did. So you'll have credit coming. But wait till I announce it so I can keep track of it. I have a spreadsheet for that this week or this year. This is going to go out to Slam as well. But yes, you'll get yourself $5 credit. Let's just look at that quickly just to show you guys. But I'll officially announce it. Rams won, Steelers lost, Colts lost, Pats lost, Bengals lost, Bears lost, Chiefs lost. Now we get into the wins. Win, loss. That Dolphins game was wild. Game of the week so far. The Detroit game, but game of the day. Dolphins win, Eagles win, Ravens win, Falcons win, Commanders win, Cardinals lost, but man, that game was a lot closer. So it goes about 50-50 on those. Are you Jeff Guffey? Is that you, Jeffediah? Malik Cunningham. That is going to be a 4 of 5, and Malik Cunningham goes to Corey Kelly. And Luke Musgrave. Did he end up doing anything today? That's one I wanted to see what his status was. I mean, they put 38 points up tonight. Yeah, 3 for 50. There you go. Maybe a sleeper player. Aaron Jones leading the receivers. I didn't realize that. Aaron Jones today, 2 receptions, 86 yards and a touchdown, but also had 9 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. I probably don't have enough shares of him, but I do in some dynasty leagues. And then Jordan Love, 3 touchdowns, 0 INT. That's crazy. But Luke Musgrave here, 3 for 50. Not bad for his opening debut. And that card's going to go out to Lonnie. Oh, this guy should have had a TD. And we got a Broderick Jones. This is wild. This is a 101. These 101s are wild prints, man. Broderick Jones going out to Fred Bell. We'll use these in mixers too. We might do some serial numbers with them. I wanted to see what they look like first. It looks like, for McGinn's sake, they are collated a little bit better. I think we've had 1, maybe 2 repeat guys. Oh! This Rookie of the Year so far, in my opinion, 2 out of 8. Anthony Richardson. There we go. And it's Carl. Come on, Carl. 2 out of 8. Anthony Richardson. He's a hard guy to get an autograph of right now, man. I'm telling you. Even in Panini, you're not seeing a much super low print. That is a Muhammad Ibrahim, and it is a 1 of 1 as well. Look at the parallel on it, Corey. It's a wild card, man. Hey, you never know. We've seen it before. You know, like at least in the past, all his other products, we've had the big names collated through more than once. So I love this, man. I love doing these. I know that it's wild card or whatever, but man, all autos already magged up. And the price point, come on, man. You can't beat this price point. All right, last box mojo. Jarrett Patterson is going to be the next one. That's going to be a 2 out of 6 Jarrett Patterson. It's going to be going out to Bob Riley. My brother was saying, man, it felt like a kind of a weird... He's like, I don't know if we're just getting old or like the weather was shitty here. I was obviously driving home most of the day. He's like, it's just a weird week 1. I'm like, it was a weird week 1. I don't think it's anything more than it just felt weird, man. Real quick before I forget, because we are giving them a pick'em spot today out with this. We don't do hitless credits, but we'll give a pick'em spot. As a matter of fact, since we're not doing paper footballs until Tuesday, I'll double it. I'll give 2 pick'em spots. Those of you who are in week 1, you already have a spot into week 2. And what we're going to do is, because we didn't do it this week, if you get a double spot, I'm just going to add you to the following week. So you don't have to give it up. So this is pick'em for week 2 now. We didn't do it for week 1, so you already have a spot. If you get a second one, I'm just going to add you to pick them week 3. If you get a second one, pick them week 4, because it's going to be, each week is going to be individual. So with only having 3 people, I didn't want to do it. It was cold today, 101 degrees. Is this a good card? Tyson Bagent, is that how you say his name? I don't know how to say his name. Isn't that the Bears backup? Is that him? Jim Larson. I think this is the name people were hunting. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I just heard this name before. Jim Larson, this is going to be 6 out of 6. Bears third string, but people hunting his card, right? Like, his card was doing really well. And that's what you get out of this. You don't see him in a lot of Panini and stuff. Hey, what's going on here? Did the Cowboys score an offensive touchdown? I know they have the 2 defensive. Who scored for the... Peterman's the backup? Oh, you're in trouble if Peterman's your backup. Josh Wiley, that might be one of our repeats. Josh Wiley going out to Slam. But all in all, man, isn't it good to have football back on? Honestly, isn't it a good feeling to see games on now? I think it's weird. It's something I didn't bring up with my brother. What's weird is that I can't tell you last time we opened up on a Monday night. I don't like it. I feel like I'm going to bed with the day incomplete, and I'm sure I'm going to wake up very, very anxiety ridden tomorrow. Derek Parrish. It just feels like something was missing today, and I think that's what it is for me. I really believe I didn't get my fix for the Buffalo Bills. I've waited so long. And the thing was, too, if it was like a walkthrough game or I thought we had a good shot, I'd be like, all right, it's cool. But, dude, I'm nervous about tomorrow's game. He bought, it's a numbers game, Zach. He did buy 4 spots. He's got, literally, he's got, an eighth of the players. Ronnie Hickman is going to be a 4 out of 6. And that's going to go to Corey Kelly. And yeah, those are it feels weird when I used to hit so much. People will say that I'm like, well, not to be rude, but I'll tell people not to be rude, but you bought a lot more spots. So that's kind of like the numbers game. Holy shit. That'll play 1 of 1. Jordan Addison. Going out to Don Wiley. Don, you cleaned up on Addison a little bit. I know you didn't get your Bengals win today, but you'll take 2 of those. Yeah, you'll have this, man. You know what? It wasn't hard back then either, Zach, because I don't remember when you joined exactly, but product got a lot more. Product's gotten cheaper since it was back in 2021, 22. It's the cheapest it's been since 18, 19, which is nice. Yeah, both these Addisons super sharp, man. The parallel aspect of this is very cool. All right, but let's go ahead and recap, guys, and then we're going to give away 2 pick'em spots. There are prizes for the pick'ems. Don't worry. And it's not just like a $5 credit. There'll be some prizes for it each week. So it is for 1 week only. All right. Zach, that money didn't go far, man. When a box of Optic was $1,100, and now you can buy, 6... Well, I don't go that far. 3 or 4 hobby boxes, maybe 5 of the lower end stuff for that. Ronnie Hickman going out to Corey Kelly. I don't know why my marker picked up there. Corey Kelly. We got the Derek Parrish 2 out of 2 going to Jeff Galvez. Josh Wiley to Slam. Tyson Bajan, Jim Larson out of 6. We got the Jarrett Patterson to Bob Riley. That's out of 6. The Broderick Jones, let's put that over there just because it is 1-1. This is not a bad card. Luke Musgrave, 9 out of 10. He might have a year. You never know. Malik Cunningham, 4 out of 5, going out to Corey Kelly. Josh Wiley going out to Slam. That's out of 8. The Drew Sanders out of 10 going to Fred Bell. We had the Deontay Johnson, not the Steelers one. That goes out to Jeremy Wilson. And Darnell Washington for this one for the Steelers, but goes out to Jim Larson. That's out of 6. We had the Peter Skoronsky going out to Slam. That's out of 10. Tanner McKee going out to Jim Larson. That's out of 25. Another Darnell Washington. Love this parallel. It kind of reminds me of the stained glass style. Jim Larson. Kendre Miller out of 3. He was healthy, and injured, inactive today. He was not active. Tyreek Stevenson going out to Slam. That's out of 5. And Abinaconda out of 8 going out to David Matt. Now some of the lower print ones here. We had the 1 of 1 Broderick Jones. That goes out to Fred Bell. The 2 out of 2 Marvin Mims. Again, that stained glass look. And this one, that gold, yellow style. Rich Martinez, very cool card. And another 1 out of 1 Jacob Slade going out to Lonnie. Jacob Slade to Lonnie there. Then we had the 1 of 1 Muhammad Ibrahim. Very cool looking parallel. I love the art style in the back there. Addison, Don Wiley picked up 2 here, going out to Cash, I'm sure. Out of 15 and the 1 of 1. The nice thing is there's some streaks in the marker on the out of 15 here, but on the 1 of 1, the auto is super clean. Really clean auto on that 1 of 1. Very cool. And then The baller card. Anthony Richardson. Carl Roberts getting that. I like that. Don't always like that the numbers are on the front, but it's cool on these. 2 out of 8. I don't know, though. I still think, I believe the numbers should be on the back. They should be right there. Or they could be up here, but they don't belong on the front of a card. I just can't get behind it. I'm trying, but I can't. That's the one drawback I don't care for. Some people don't mind. Some people like it, so they don't have to ask. Just to me, it takes from the surface of the card. Oh, that's, you know what? I tell people sometimes, Slam, I'll say, unless you know you can get the 101 or you already have it, it's not really worth going ham on a rainbow, because for all you know, you could get them all but the one, it comes up for sale and the guy's like, this is my price. This is my, like, I had a guy that wanted one and the card was comped at 200. He's like, oh man, I just know it's going to go down. And he wasn't wrong. It is down. It was like a Niners receiver. I was like, dude, all his 101s comp at this. He's like, I know, but I just know it's not worth it. I'll buy it on the dip. And he just needed that one. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do it half of what it's going for. And so we just couldn't come to agreement. I tried to meet in the middle, and I felt for him, but I didn't know him. He wasn't someone in our group. You know, it was like a dude in our group and he needed a favor. It was like some rando that knew I had the card. But that's what makes it hard. You know, you almost have to pay the comps if you want it. I couldn't believe you wouldn't meet in the middle. I honestly was surprised. All right, we got to do... My stomach is like, I'm a mess, dude. I've eaten nothing but junk the last 2 days. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring you guys over. And this is going to be for week 2 pick'em spots. Good luck, everyone. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be the Bob Riley and Zach McCarthy. There you go, Zach. A little something for you. Bob Riley, Zach McCarthy for Pick'em Week 2. I'll tell you what, Pick'em this week is a wash for me. I did not do well. I pick against the spread for my Pick'em. We'll pick straight up for ours. Man, who is that running that hard? Is that Pollard? It's not Pollard. Who is that? All right, guys. I'm going to let you go for now, but come back. We're going to rip 4 more tonight. That's all we're going to do tonight. I'm going to call a little early tonight. Go lay down and enjoy this game. Oh, Rico Dowdle? I mean, I know that I've seen the name, but why is he in and not Pollard? Is Pollard hurt? What's going on? All right, guys. Hop back in for round 2. I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. All right? Peace.